Essential IELTS Enrichment, linking the past and present. Introduction. The ability to connect historical events or ideas from the past with current situations is a valuable skill in IELTS writing and speaking. It demonstrates critical thinking, contextual understanding, and the ability to develop nuanced arguments. Let's look at how the video on the Deaf Railway accomplishes this, and how you can apply similar techniques in your own work. Historical background. In the transcript about the Deaf Railway, the speaker discusses the historical background, its construction during World War II, the suffering of labourers, and its origin as a military project. Then they connect this past to the present by highlighting how the site now serves as a memorial and educational resource. For example, today the site serves as a reminder. It prompts broader conversations about war, memory, and reconciliation. These phrases show how the past's significance endures into the present, influencing current attitudes and remembrance practices. Use of time markers. Words like today, currently, and now establish the present context. We can use time markers to bring the audience back to the present day, adding a sense of legacy to the writing. Legacy refers to the long-lasting impact of particular events and actions that took place in the past or of a person's life. For example, this tragic chapter in history continues to resonate today, attracting tourists and historians alike who seek to understand its impact and legacy. Here we can see the use of a time marker, today, and how the events that happened in the past have left an indelible mark on history. Discussing legacy. Describing how the site is preserved or commemorated links historical suffering to ongoing efforts for remembrance. Today, the Deaf Railway is more than just a remnant of World War II. It has transformed into a site of remembrance. The Thai and Burmese governments, along with various organisations, have worked to preserve the memory of those who suffered through education and memorials. Sentences like these show a sense of reverence and respect for the past, whilst also informing us of the continuing efforts to preserve and learn from the events that transpired. You can also see the use of the time marker today. Highlighting continuing impact. Mentioning how the site encourages reflection or education demonstrates the ongoing relevance of past events. The railway attracts tourists who wish to pay their respects and to understand the impacts of war. The Erawan Museum, Hellfire Pass Memorial Museum, and the various cemeteries located throughout the region serve as sites of reflection and education. You can see that this paragraph uses the present simple tense to show that people coming to pay their respects is a regular occurrence. Drawing broader themes. Connecting specific historical facts to universal themes like human cruelty, memory, and reconciliation bridges the past and present. It is estimated that around 90,000 Southeast Asian labourers and up to 16,000 Allied POWs lost their lives during its construction. The term Deaf Railway is derived from these staggering mortality rates, and the railway has, since then, stood as a stark reminder of the brutality of war and the depths of human cruelty. These sentences use specific examples to draw attention to universal themes of brutality and cruelty. It also uses the present perfect. The railway has, since then, stood as a stark reminder, in order to demonstrate that even today, these cruelties have never been forgotten. How you can do the same in your writing. Start with the past. Begin by describing a historical event, fact, or situation clearly and accurately. For example, the Deaf Railway was constructed during World War II to facilitate the movement of Japanese troops and supplies from Thailand to Burma. Use linking phrases. Incorporate phrases such as today, currently, and modern times or nowadays to transition to the present. For example, in modern times, discussions surrounding the Deaf Railway have promoted broader conversations about war, memory, and reconciliation. Show the impact. Explain how the past influences or relates to current issues, attitudes, or practices. For example, the ongoing effects of war and human rights abuses continue to echo, making this subject highly relevant even decades after the events. Highlight change or continuity. Discuss what has changed since the past or what has remained the same. For example, to talk about change, we might say, despite its initial military purpose, the railway has become a symbol of the immense human suffering endured by the forced labourers who constructed it. To talk about continuity, we might say, this tragic chapter in history continues to resonate today, attracting tourists and historians alike who seek to understand its impact and legacy. Connect to broader themes. Introduce discussions about lessons learned, moral values, or societal development. For example, it serves as a reminder of the atrocities of war, the value of human life, and the necessity for remembrance and education. Examples: historical background and present-day reflection. Link to the past. The railway was built during World War II by forced labourers, and thousands of lives were lost. Link to the present. Today, the site serves as a memorial to those who suffered and lost their lives. The speaker moves from describing the past events, construction and casualties, to its current significance, a memorial. This transition shows how history is remembered and honoured today. Legacy and educational purpose. Link to the past. The remains of the railway are preserved as a reminder of the atrocities committed during the war. Link to the present. Visitors come here to learn about the past and reflect on the importance of peace. The speaker connects the historical atrocity to its ongoing educational function, emphasising that the site now plays a role in promoting awareness and preventing future suffering. Historical impact and contemporary values. Link to the past. The construction was a symbol of wartime brutality. Link to the present. In today's world, it reminds us of the need to uphold human rights and prevent such cruelty. This example shows how a historical event, a symbol of brutality, informs current moral values and societal priorities. How to link the past and present in your own writing. Use similar transition phrases. Although it happened many years ago, the historical event continues to influence. Today, the site stands as a testament to. This historical episode reminds us of. The legacy of this event persists in. Connect the facts to broader themes. This history underscores the importance of peace in modern society. The suffering experienced then highlights the need for compassion today. Show change or continuity. While the purpose of the railway has changed from a wartime project to a memorial, despite the passage of decades, the memory of these events remains alive. By analysing the examples from the transcript, you can see how to effectively link past and present in your own writing. Using these methods, you can learn how to develop more cohesive, insightful essays and speeches. Make sure you use specific examples, transition phrases, and thematic connections to demonstrate understanding of history's relevance today and how historical events relate to contemporary social issues. This skill not only enhances your coherence and cohesion, but also demonstrates critical engagement and depth of thought with your topics, a key to achieving a high score in IELTS writing and speaking.